Hey, you fancy nerds. Welcome back to
Into the Omniverse.
The winner of the poll last time was The Batman Who Laughs, so let's jump right in to Earth Negative 22. Earth Negative 22 is a universe within the Dark Multiverse. The Dark Multiverse has been described as a shadow under the primary multiverse, one formed of every fear and bad decision ever made or even dreamt up. The worlds within the Dark Multiverse are said to be fragile, they're deteriorating, and they're all inevitably doomed to destruction by their own malformed construction. Literally every story that we've seen that takes place in the Dark Multiverse ends with that version of Earth meeting its apocalypse. The Batman Who Laughs is the leader of the Dark Knights. The Dark Knights were formed when the Batman Who Laughs was tasked with finding other evil versions of Batman by Barbados. But before we get into that, let's meet the Dark Knights. Now, keep in mind that I'm not going into much detail because ultimately they'll all get their own video. Every member of the Dark Knights is from a different universe within the Dark Multiverse. But if you can't wait for those videos to come out, I do go into more detail about each member in this video over on Comicstorian, where I count down my top 5 evil versions of Batman. So, the Devastator was from Earth Negative 1, where Batman injected himself with a modified version of the Doomsday virus and transformed into an amalgam of Doomsday and Batman. Unfortunately, in his desperation, the Dark Knight had caused the virus to spread to everyone, turning them all into mindless monsters. And next up, we have the Drowned from Earth Negative 11. Now, Earth 11 in the normal DC universe is a gender-swapped alternate version of Earth Prime. Earth Negative 11 is a dark version of that universe. Now, Bryce Wayne had a love interest called Sylvester Kyle, a gender-flipped version of Catwoman. Kyle was murdered by a group of rogue metahumans, and Batwoman went on an 18-month killing spree to take out every single metahuman on the face of the Earth. Now, right around the time Bryce Wayne finished her killing spree, Aquawoman and the Atlanteans contacted the surface world in order to initiate peace talks, and Batwoman was suspicious. So, when she's proven correct, she has the totally logical and absolutely necessary idea to surgically alter her own physiology and genetics to better combat the Atlanteans. And when Batwoman takes over Atlantis, she submerges the entire Earth underwater. Then we have Earth Negative 52 and the Red Death. In this universe, Batman chained the Flash to the Batmobile, which he had modified using the blueprints for the Cosmic Treadmill. Batman drove into the Speed Force itself, and as a result, the two heroes were fused together. The Flash became a second consciousness in Batman's head, while Batman gained a corrupt connection to the Speed Force. That brings us to the Murder Machine on Earth Negative 44. In this universe, a group of supervillains led by Bane broke into the Batcave and murdered Alfred Pennyworth. Bruce created a digital copy of Alfred's consciousness, and he hoped to fashion it into an artificial intelligence that he called the Alfred Protocol. Unfortunately, the Alfred Protocol merged with Batman, and in the process took away all his fears and, along with it, his humanity. And so Batman took on what I like to call an evil Tony Stark persona and slaughtered all the remaining criminals and the Justice League without a shred of remorse. Next up, we have the Merciless from Earth Negative 12. This universe is a dark version of Earth 12 where Batman and Wonder Woman were together. Ares, the god of war, created a helmet that amplified his powers, and Batman and Wonder Woman vowed to defeat Ares and destroy the helmet. So after 2 years of war, they finally confronted Ares, who apparently killed Wonder Woman. This led Batman to put on the helmet in a moment of desperation to defeat Ares and make him pay for Wonder Woman's death. After using the helmet to kill Ares, Batman saw that Wonder Woman wasn't dead, but when she tried to remove the helmet, he killed her rather than give up its power. And last but not least, we have Earth Negative 32 and the Dawnbreaker. This universe goes bad very quickly. Bruce Wayne, after witnessing the death of his parents in a dark alley, was found by a Green Lantern ring. The young Wayne's willpower is too much for even the ring to handle, and he forces it to obey an order to murder his parents' killer. And things just get worse from there. And that brings us back to our featured presentation, The Batman Who Laughs. The Batman Who Laughs was a Jokerized version of Batman from Earth -22. His goal was to help his master Barbados plunge the multiverse into darkness. In Earth -22, Joker and his goons killed Batman's entire rogues gallery. They used some sort of chemical to literally dissolve Commissioner Gordon, and they blew up buildings all around the city, including hospitals, and infected a bunch of children with the Joker toxin and killed their parents. The Joker had families lined up around the block and was going to go through them one at a time, shooting the parents and infecting the child with the Joker venom until Batman finally broke his rule. Sadly for Batman, when he killed the Clown Prince of Crime, he was exposed to a new strain of Joker toxin, and it rewrote his mind to become more like that of the Joker. At first, he told Superman that even though he had to kill the Joker, he refused to slide down the slippery slope and would not become the monster that the Joker wanted him to become. Unfortunately, the Joker toxin eventually got the best of him. His face turned white, his hair turned green, his mouth locked into the same creepy smile of the Joker, and as the toxin rewrote his mind, he killed the entire Bat family, then the Justice League, and eventually the entire world. So how do all of these things tie together? Well, Barbados came to the Batman Who Laughs, and he told him about the multiverse. He told him about all of the worlds in the positive universe that were like the universes in the dark multiverse, but better. And he gave the Batman Who Laughs the task of putting together a team to bring those universes down into the darkness. There is a one-shot comic for each and every one of these versions of Batman. And again, they'll all get their own separate video, but I don't mind telling you here that all of these comics end the same way, with the dark universe they take place in beginning to crumble away as the Batman Who Laughs appears to ask that incarnation of Bruce Wayne to join the Dark Knights. That is, except the Batman Who Laughs. His story continues in Dark Knight's Metal number 4. I had so much fun with this one. Before I did the top 10 video for Comicstorian, I had never read any of Dark Knight's Metal, so I started with all of the tie-ins that introduced these alternate versions of Batman. And the funny part is, that's really all I needed for the sake of that video, or even this one. Just the tie-ins that tell the origin stories. I believe there's 7 of them. But ultimately, I ended up finding a Dark Knight's Metal reading list and getting every comic on the list to read. I highly recommend these 7 tie-ins and Dark Knight's Metal. And you can also check out Comicstorian's DC Metal playlist, card in the upper right-hand corner. Okay guys, vote in the new poll in the upper right-hand corner to help decide what universe we'll cover next. Both runners-up from last time are in the new poll, along with 3 new options. Leave any suggestions for DC universes you'd like to see covered in the comments section below, and I'll include as many as I can in the upcoming polls. Until next time, please subscribe and ring that bell so that you get notified when we release a new video, and please share this video on sites like Reddit, Facebook, and Twitter. Special thanks to our patrons on Patreon. If you didn't like this video, then let me know by clicking the thumbs down button, and likewise, if you did like it, well, hit thumbs up. Until next time, guys, be kind to each other. I'm Jay Parks.